As the world of smartphone constantly gets better and more affordable each year, new manufacturers are creating thousands of different accessories for devices. Today, I got my hands on a two-in-one clamp-on camera lens that attaches over your camera on your smartphone, and I quote, as the company says, "It's supposed to make your photography better." So, for $15, does this actually improve your photography enough to buy one, or is it just another useless accessory out of the thousands of useless accessories out there? Let's find out. So the model of camera lens that I'm using is the V10 Universal High Definition Ultra Wide Angle Lens. That's the name. You can buy it off of iv10.com, ivtin.com, or Amazon. Link will be in the description. So it comes in a pretty cheesy box. It's the Amazon frustration free packaging. So it's very thin cardboard, but it makes unboxing it very simple. But for me, I just kind of have a plastic bag that I keep it in when I'm not using it. So it's like a plastic exterior with like a velvet interior, and that keeps it safe for transport. Now the build of this is high quality aluminum. The entire thing is aluminum except for the plastic clip which snaps onto your phone, so you won't scratch your phone. And then the glass is like infused into it, so it works great. Now I really like the macro lens, and I'll show you why in the video coming up. But yeah, it works great, and the wide angle lens works too, and the overall connection onto your smartphone is pretty unbeatable for the price, and it's just an overall great design. You can't beat it. But yeah, so now I guess what I'm gonna have to do is move on to the real world shootout, and we'll see how it works. So stay tuned for that. Here we go. Here's the lens right there. It's ready to go. I'm going to take my S7 Edge here. I'm going to attach the two together. So now we are ready to go out into the real world and give you some examples of how this lens should be useful as a professional photographer. I don't know. That's what it's listed for make your photography professional. I'm thinking it's just going to add some cool effects to it, but it's your skill that's going to really count here in this regard. But I don't know. We'll go take it out. We'll see it. So I'm going to go I don't know, take some photos of trees and stuff so you can see before and after with the lenses on. So let's do it. We'll do a wide angle and a macro, I don't know, shootout. Let's do it. Alright, so the shot I'm going to be doing is behind me. I'm going to hold the camera upright like so and take a picture of the tree from kind of having the trunk go up and into it. Not a good composition, but it's going to show the wide angle because it's not a big tree, but I can't get it all into one shot with just a smartphone camera. But when you add this, you'll see the difference. So let's do this. I'm going to take a picture currently using the regular camera app that is built into the camera. So it's just the same camera app as well as the same camera, so there's no difference there. And let's do it. So it's going to be the same camera settings and everything, so you don't worry about that. Take the shot. So you can see that's not a really it's a picture of a tree, you know that, but it's not bringing a lot of detail. But when we put this on, oh yeah, there you go, look at that. Now you can see the rest of the tree there. So that's pretty cool. I think that's pretty useful. So another way in which a wide angle lens like this could be useful for is kind of real estate photography. So I'm actually kind of the smallest place I could find for a real estate kind of setting is my RV. Yeah, so it's quite a small space in here. It's a big RV, but it's a very small space once you get down to it. So a typical camera or smartphone is going to have a hard time taking it all in. But with this, it's actually very useful. I did some test shots before I filmed this segment, and it's very surprising. So I'm just going to take a shot with just with the camera as is. So there we go. That's the shot. Now I'm going to take the filter, or not the filter, the lens for it, put that on there, and take the shot again. And now we have a very big difference as before and after. It takes a lot more, so if you're a realtor doing this, it's going to let you, it's going to let your client see a lot more of the house. and it's going to just look more professional because it looks like you can show more of the house. That's that. Now we're going to move on. We're going to move on to macro. So I'm now doing the macro segment of this video. So I'm just going to unscrew the wide angle part of this lens here, as we won't be needing that. So we'll just show that in my pocket here. Okay, we get this set up on the phone. So now it looks like a very tiny lens here, but we're filming, or photographing rather more, a flower right here. And it's not a big flower by no means, and it's not a small one, but we'll see how this lens actually does when it comes to photographing it. I think it's going to be nice. It's going to add a lot of bokeh blur in the background, so that's going to be a thumbs up for this. Let's try it. So the first shot is going to be shot without it. My bad. I typically do the before and after. So this is without it. Okay, like so. Not a bad picture. It's a very good photo for just being on a smartphone. And we'll now do with it. So get this on here. Get nice and close in there. Take the photograph. Take two of them because it's quite windy out here and the little thing's moving around a lot. And there you go. So wow, that's a really big difference. But you know what? I'm not sure if it's just the movement of it, but it looks a little bit blurry. Let's go try another location and see if that happens again. But you know, it's pretty good for just being a $15 lens. So let's go give it one more try. So I moved like 20 to 30 feet from my last location. I found this cool kind of thorny flower here. And again, it's pretty small, but with the macro lens, I'm hoping that it kind of increases the size and makes it look pretty cool. So we'll just open the camera up once again here, and we'll take a before and after picture. So this picture here. This picture here is shot on the normal camera that comes with your S7 Edge, and now this one here is going to be shot using the macro lens attachment, which you can buy from Amazon in the link description. Yeah, I actually like this shot a lot more. Look at that. It's really nice and in focus and very blurred in the background. So that's pretty good. That's a pretty good example of that filter right there. That was a pretty good shot. So now we come to the part of when I tell you whether or not you should buy this. And it's a hard decision. So I would say go ahead and buy it. It's going to be well worth $15 in the long run. If you're doing landscape photography or interested in it for photography purposes, I would say the macro lens is going to be well best for anybody who's interested in taking photos on their smartphone from an artistic point of view. So the macro lens is definitely going to benefit you then or there. But if you're interested in doing like real estate photography or uses of photography that need a wide angle view, then go ahead and buy it for the wide angle part of it. But yeah, so I mean, it works. It's cool. I like it. I think it's something that you kind of buy at first, use it a lot, but then it dies off. So if you want to do that with $50, go ahead. It's your decision. It's well worth it. The price, the build quality, and everything is really good. However, there's one problem that I found with it. So much like a bullseye, you have bullseye in the center, and then out from there, the points get less and less. And this is how I like to think of it, as the focus on this piece of glass. So it's really focused really well in the center of the images. But as you go out from the center point of the glass, like so from out here, you go out, it starts to vignette, not like in a black way, but in a blurry way. So you get a lot of blur around the edges of the photograph. So the edges of any photograph you're taking this are going to be soft and out of focus. But I don't know how to say. I don't know what to say about that really. It's just kind of what happens then. So that's about it. That's the only negative I found about it, guys. If you, I recommend it to you guys. It's cool. It works great. The quality's good. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel for more. Give it a like button. Do what you guys do. Until next time, peace out. I will see you then.